hurting our citizens in this very state, this very county, and each of these counties in East Texas. That's who he's hurting. So when I say to you it hurts, understand what I mean. Now, we started poking him on this stuff, and you know what he said yesterday, or 2 days ago? He said, well, he didn't say anything about Head Start. He didn't say anything about programs for economically disadvantaged students. He didn't say anything about ESL, English as a Second Language. He said, well, we'll keep the teacher functioning, the teacher functions. We'll just have to do it in some other department. I guess we'll go to the Department of Agriculture to figure out how our teachers are supposed to teach. It's absolutely crazy what he's proposing, to do away with the Department of Education. The Department of Commerce. You may not know a lot about what the Department of Commerce does, but let me tell you what their biggest expenditure is. The National Weather Bureau, the United States Weather Bureau. That's your hurricane warning system, your tornado warning system. Unnecessary, unconstitutional, according to Kate Cruz. Energy. They want to do away with Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid. Now, they do it subtly. All right? They refuse to fund Social Security. Instead, they want to take away the benefits under Social Security, reduce the benefits rather than fund the program. Medicare, they start trying to divide us. First, they were going to change the benefits of all Medicare. Now they're just saying, well, we won't affect it for 55 and over, but we will for 55 and under. Folks, the first step to destroying Medicare is to divide us. If they divide us and the young people don't buy into the system, the program's over. Because this is a system where you pay for the generation ahead of you. Okay? That's a fundamental principle behind it. I will not abandon our senior citizens that paid for the generation that went before them. I'm not going to abandon them and walk away from them. They will. That's the difference. Now, one of the things they say in that program is, in Medicare, we're just going to give you a voucher. If you're under 55, first they tell all of our young people, if you're 25, 35, and 45, Medicare and Social Security are not going to be there for you. It's broke. Not true. Not true. We can keep Social Security and Medicare for all generations if we'll just simply do it. Okay? Do not accept somebody that tells you we can't do this anymore. We can do whatever we put our minds to do it. Right? All right. Well, let's talk for just a minute about what Medicare is. Medicare, but at the time when Social Security was passed, half of our seniors, all walks of life, okay? All walks of life, everybody, half of our seniors live below poverty. Without Social Security today, half of our senior citizens fall back below poverty. Medicare, half of our senior citizens had no long-term hospitalization care when we passed Medicare. You just got sick and suffered. That's it. Half of our senior citizens did not have long-term hospitalization. If we do away with Medicare today, the wholesale effect, economic effect, and the effect of human suffering would be so devastating on our country it's beyond imagine. Half of our senior citizens, or no, almost all of our senior citizens, would not have long-term health care. By taking a voucher, think about what they're telling you. They're saying we're going to take a voucher and give it to the young people of this country. We're going to take the money they're paying into the system and give it back to them and let them go purchase private insurance. Now that's taking away the funding stream for the very 65 and over that need it today. You see? That's why I tell you it's the first step to the destruction of Medicare. It's not even clever, but they're counting on you not knowing the difference. They are counting on you not caring and not knowing the difference, but we do care and we do know the difference. Medicaid. A lot of people believe Medicaid is just a program for poor children. Folks, it does help a tremendous number of children in this state and all across this country. It helps a tremendous number of disabled children. But it helps a lot of people in all walks of life, all ethnicities, all income groups. There are people right here, and I'm going to talk about a few of them in just a minute, in this room right here today that are dependent, their very lives are dependent on Medicaid. I got out of my truck just a few minutes ago and started to walk in this front door. And two ladies from the prayer meeting up the road here came by, honked their horn when they saw me, turned around, came back, rolled the windows down, and said, "Paul, I just want you to know I'm going to vote for you." I'm going to vote for you because my granddaughter was born with disabilities. My granddaughter has had heart surgery already. My granddaughter today would not be alive except for Medicaid. Okay? This is not just poor children and somebody else's children. This is all of us. John Foster said right back here, you saw me visiting with him a while ago, he left early because John's got cancer. Been diagnosed with cancer, been treated for over a year. John Foster will tell you he had insurance his whole life. He couldn't afford to have the care he's getting today without Medicaid. Medicaid. It helps every single one of us, every single family in this community. You have all been touched by it. 7 out of 10 of our seniors in nursing homes in this state, 70% of them are dependent on Medicaid. You just cannot. Okay? Whenever they stand up, now that party has never liked Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid. And what they're doing now is they think they've got a wedge. They think they've got a way to divide this country over the only safety net we provided each other. And we cannot allow them to be successful. Our children cannot allow it. The Department of Education has served this country since 1867. Think about that. The United States Department of Education since 1867. And Mr. Cruz thinks he's so much smarter than everyone else that it's unconstitutional and unnecessary. Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid is a promise we made to each other. I keep my promise. Don't you? We keep our promise as Americans.